Hello, guys. This is our second episode. Welcome to be here, and also Pao, it's my pleasure be to here in our second episode. We try to share with you our topic. That is our topic for today: how to use son in English classes, English language classroom. So we have some ideas, some examples, some tips, some ways that we can share with you how you can use this tool. And also, this is Rebecca and
My name is Paola.
to be here with you, and also it's a pleasure to be here in this time in our second episode. So we have a lot of explanations how you can use this tool. So Pao, you can introduce what is the introduction for this topic, for this episode.
Yeah, thank you, Rebe. Okay, Rebe, I have a big problem when we try to explain something in English or when we teach in English. So we need to take very interesting tools, to take advantage about that. So I have one of my favorite, Adam Simpson says something, when you face problems with teaching in English to children, maintain learning is interesting. So it's very important to take advantage about that and find very tools, important tools and interesting tools to
Totally.
teach that. That's correct.
Do you have any or favorite song or something like that when you clean your house, for example?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, when we take, for example, take a shower, I'll
Yeah,
every time
me too.
when I
Totally.
study, I need to take music, listen music to be in concentrated about that. So
Totally, yeah. Because also I think so the sound or when we play music in every environment that we have, we aspire right in that sound.
Exactly.
So when we take a shower, we take a music, we have the inspiration to
Absolutely.
take a shower. Yeah. So now we have our main topic, guys, that we have here, and planning for the use of sound of music in the classes. So we have 5 steps how you can improve in your classes also, and Pao and me we try to explain you better. The first one is carefully examine what is your want to class in your lesson. This is important, Pao, because if you know what is your purpose, what is your objective you want to provide with your students, so you need to focus, right? If you want to that the students try to explanation about pronunciation, for example, or any specific topic, the grammar, the vocabulary. So you need to be focused. What is the purpose you have to provide the correct sound, right? So be careful with that, with this step, because you need to select the correct sound to also provide your students. If you want to provide the vocabulary, for example, the alphabet, the A, B, C, D, E. So that sound is very interesting. And also when your students in basic students listen that sound, probably they don't remember what is the correct pronunciation of A or B, for example, but they remember the sound.
Exactly.
So they said, oh, that is A, B, C, or probably they remember, right? So it is very interesting when we use the correct sound in this case to provide the examples in our students. So this is the first step here. And also think about the language level of your class. It's very important that you take under consideration what is the level of your students, because if you know that you have basic students, you need to provide a sound of basic, right? Because that is depends the vocabulary and also the correct pronunciation. If you provide a song, for example, like an advanced level, if you have basic level in your students, they didn't understand nothing because they know what is the meaning of that word. And they just listen, they have probably any distraction, so they don't know what did you say to try to share. So you need to be careful with that part. You need to know what is the advanced language in your students, that they know and they also understand what is the focus, what is the object that you want to share with them. And what is we have another topic, another step here. So Pao, you want to share with us?
yeah, thank you, Rebe. I have the step you need to take consideration about how are your learner have, because sometimes we have a young person or maybe teacher, teenagers, so you need to,
Adult person.
sometimes
Yeah.
adult person. And actually, you can share with adult person maybe pop because they don't like this type of music. So we need to find
Yeah.
the correct type of music because or for example, teenagers, we need to find a correct song for that.
Correct.
Because they are going to be more interested in that. Okay, so this is one of the steps. I have other one here. And are there any specific culture? So this is too important and very important because we need to take consideration about the cultures. You cannot introduce a whatever song or maybe a random song.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
just like a fun and I played in his song and you know what is the meaning. Yeah.
That is not the way. Or what do you think about that? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. It's very important to know what is the culture or probably the religion, right?
Religion is
be
important.
careful. Yeah, be careful with that part because what is the objective, right?
Exactly.
We try to share. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay. However, I have other one here. And what kind of access do you have of the song? Because nobody have a lot of access, but maybe when you find in YouTube, this is a very interesting tool.
Yeah, totally.
Because you can find, for example, music for teenagers. And you can find something because I don't know how do you like the teenagers, but if I can find something like that, I can use this this interesting tool. And you have any other idea to using any tools to find a really or correct song?
Yeah, totally. And also I agree with you because we need to have the correct access, the kind of access on our website in this case, because in our website we have a lot of tools to use and provide songs. And here we need to know also what is the object we have to share, we want to share with our students, and also we need to be careful because probably with any access we have in the tool, in the songs, in that song, for example, have abusive language or profanic language. So just you need to first listen that song that we want to share.
Yeah.
And also they need to know what is the correct information they have in the song. Because if I share with my students any song have abusive language or profanic language, so the students definitely they didn't acknowledge nothing. So we need to know what is the correct information we have in the song and also the words. And here I have a example that we can use as a tool in Kahoot tool, a Kahoot application. This tool is a good way that we can share some specific topic because, for example, if we have any specific topic in Kahoot, you can select some questions that they can choose, right? What this is the right one or no. And also in that application, the application include a song. Right?
Exactly, yeah.
So your students, when they try to complete the questions or the tasks that you have in Kahoot application, they have a song that is interesting. So they know, this is the correct one. And they listen a song that they have motivation to continue with the test. So that application, they include a song. That is the good idea how you can include some examples or some activities with the song. So it's very important. In this case, it is Kahoot, my example for you that you can use for all your lessons, class, your lesson plans, that you can use that tool. So totally, I agree with you. What is the kind of access we have in our website, and also what is the application, the activities we provide, we share with our students. Yeah.
Yeah, and you said the more important is listen before the sound, because we need to know what type of music we can share with our students. This is too important, Rebecca.
Yeah, totally right. And we have our second topic here, and also we have 6 steps for making a song to focus in our class. It's very important that we be focused in our class, and also what is the song that we try to share with our students. So the first one is listen the song that we discussed before, that if we select any song, we need to first listen that song, because if I share the song with my students and I don't know what is the meaning, so definitely is not like a purpose, right? Exactly. Because I need to know what is the content I provide with my students. So it's very important that I first listen the song. I know what is the meaning, the vocabulary, the correct pronunciation, because sometimes we use the song at a specific time to know what is the correct pronunciation of any words, and also the vocabulary, the grammar, how they use the grammar in that specific song. So we need to first listen the song. And the second step, or the second topic here, is ask some questions about the title. When we have the title in our song, and my best suggestion is first you can play the song and your students, they can guessing what is the name of the song, or probably what is the idea they have for the song. In my case, I have here the song, We Are the Champions, right? This is the classic
Popular,
song.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
totally.
popular.
So we have that song, and they can guess it when you play the song. Just for listen, they can say, "Oh, this is a Champions" or something like that, so they can guess in the song. Or also because you can ask some questions about the song. For example, what is a champion, Pao? What do you think? Or what is the activities of champions? What do you think the champions in our life? Do you have any champion in your life, for example?
Exactly.
So you can ask some ideas, and they can respond some ideas on the live, right? So it's totally important that you can ask some questions about the name of the song, that they can also guess in what is the name, and also some questions. What do you think? They can provide you also some ideas to get the correct information of that song. So it's very important that you can ask some questions. Do you have another song, for example, that you can remember right now that we can ask some questions? Any song, your
Yeah.
favorite song, for example?
Absolutely. I would like to share with my students some, but maybe down song, because they try to listen the better way when they, because if I have a music like a very fast music, they may be confused in that.
Yeah, just are frustrated, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I can to be careful with that. Yeah, absolutely.
Totally, yeah. And also we have some in this step, because we need to ask some questions, so they can also improve, or they can add another name of the song. Because in this case, because we have We Are the Champions, so you can say, oh, what do you think? Do you have a different name of that song? And you can say, oh yeah, that is the perfect name of that song. So they can also guess in for that specific song. And we have and also a next step. So Pao, you can continue. What is the another step that we have here?
Okay. I have in my notes about the next step is listen to the song again, at this time with lyrics. Actually, yeah. This is very important to remember, because sometimes we only focus in the listen to the song, but not about the lyrics. And we can take advance about that, because it's very important. And I have 3 different activities, and I want to share with you about that. Maybe you can use, Rebecca, in your next class.
Sure, yeah, totally. You provide me all the steps. Yeah,
okay. I have 3 different ways. And the first one, learners can just read the lyrics while they listen, and they can possibly highlight, because maybe they never read before the word, and they need to highlight this word. This is too important. The other one, what I have here, you can make a little worksheet. This is a very interesting worksheet. And the other one, you can make a script, to select the word or no word.
Okay, what is the meaning, right?
Exactly, what is the meaning. You can use different type of papers, color papers, something like that. To different
sticker papers.
Exactly,
Yeah.
sticker paper is too important.
Sure, yeah, totally. You have another step?
Yeah, absolutely. I have focus on particular verb. It's very interesting about that, because when you focus in the verb, you can have an aspect of grammar. So you can share, for example, if you have a song with a play and the verb play, you can make, for example, okay, in the next class you can make 10 sentences using this verb, because the song is already introduced this verb, and it's too important to take advance about that, really. Okay.
Yeah.
And the other one, I have focus on vocabulary, idioms, and expressions. It's too important, Rebecca, because we never know when. Actually, when I teach, when I am a teacher, I find a lot of expression in my students. Teacher, what is the meaning of that? Teacher, what? Because they don't get the information about that. So this is important to focus on vocabulary, Rebecca. Yeah.
Yeah. And also the phrasal verb, right?
Exactly.
Because they can get, or we can use any specific song, so get some phrasal verbs, and that we can also introduce in our conversation in any sentences. So yeah, totally.
Exactly. The idioms, remember the
Sure,
idioms,
yeah, the idioms. Yeah, we can get some idioms of native speakers in
Exactly.
any specific song. Yeah, Sure, yeah.
Yeah, baby. You can continue, please.
And also that you mentioned, Pao, when we have the specific song, I have an idea. For example, when we have a specific song, we can take, for example, any verb that you said in the champion or in any specific song. We have the verb run, right? Or drive. So you can get that verb, and your students, they can make some sentences to improve themselves.
Exactly.
So I drive my car, I drive with my sister. Some ideas that they can take of the song, and they can improve, and they can make sentences. Also, they can make a conversation if they have the
Like a role play.
yeah, like a role play. Yeah, totally. With the verb that they can get in the song. So it's very important that you can use the correct grammar in that song, the pronunciation, and some idioms, as you said, because native speakers, they use a lot of idioms.
Exactly.
The phrasal verbs, they use a lot of phrasal verbs, the idioms, some expressions. So it's very important that you can share with them that information. And also, like an expression, when we share with our students and we want to the students repeat after me, in this case, you said, repeat after me this song, this correct pronunciation. I need to express with my lips what is the correct pronunciation, because it's not the same that I said, oh, we are the champion, and I said, we are the champion, right?
Yeah.
It's totally different. So we need to improve ourselves, and also we need to provide the correct expression to our students.
Exactly.
Because
The pronunciation.
the pronunciation, and also we inspire to our students what is the correct pronunciation, and also
don't be
what is
shy,
the total.
because
Totally.
sometimes they are
Yeah, and not be
like,
serious, because
Yeah.
it's like it's totally, and they can enjoy in our class.
Exactly.
And just when say, "Oh, we are the champion," they don't know, they don't have any interest in the song,
That.
right? So we need to express correctly the song, and also we need to inspire. We need to provide inspiration to our students. So we have another step here, run things off with some creativity. In this specific case, we have the creativity that is important thing, Pao. Because if we don't have any creativity, or the students, they don't have any creativity, we need to improve themselves so that they can get the creativity in the class. For example, if we have a math class, that is very difficult.
Yeah,
I remember when
exactly.
I was studying that class, oh my God, I just frustrated. I was crying because I don't
too.
like math. I'm sorry, but and that is
Me
very
too.
difficult for me, right?
Yeah.
But if you have the creativity tool to share any difficult topic, for example, in our students, they can get some ideas, and they can say, oh, this is the correct word, or this is the correct way that I can improve myself in mathematics, for example, or physical, or something like that, difficult topics. So we can try to get the creativity in our tool, in our planification, that we can share with our students. Also, I just said, write another verse of lyrics. They can just use the imaginations to write any verse or lyrics,
or
to
invent
write
something, some
totally. Yeah.
It's very funny, this activity. I like it because I try to use it. So okay, make a group of 10 person, and you try to make your own song using this word. And you never know the better ideas and the better.
Correct.
It's a fun activity.
Yeah, they can invent any words, or probably the
Any
grammar is
type
not
of-
correct.
yeah. But they try it. That is important. That is important. They need to try it. They need to use tools. I don't know. Maybe they try to share with the other person. Hey, what is that song? Or please provide me some words to using in my song. This is very interesting.
Yeah, they can invite. Yes, totally. I agree with you. And we have the another step is here that we have what is the tense music we have in our days. For example, probably I don't know, but probably my grandfather used the Mozart music. My grandfather said, "Oh, I like Mozart music because definitely the grammar of that author is very, very interesting, and also the purpose of that music we can use in our lives to improve our pronunciation." But if you said, for example, Bad Bunny music, you need to first know what is the meaning of that music. because just it's not a purpose that you can share any song just like a fun. I just play the fun and they know to enjoy and they know to fun. No, if you have any song, you need to have a purpose and of the objective. What is the you play that song? So if we have Mozart, for example, or Bad Bunny, you need to, probably Bad Bunny is a dance right now, but we have a purpose in that song. We have a good pronunciation. We can get some grammar. And we can get some examples for my students. They can improve themselves our pronunciation. So it's very, yeah, I respect if you want,
Absolutely.
if you like Bad Bunny, yeah, Pau, but you need to be focused, right? Because this is the objective here. That if you want, or if I want, I like any specific type of song or style, I need to know what is the correct purposes of that song that I can share with my students. And also it's not like a distraction. Because I just play Bad Bunny music, probably is like a distraction. But I play Mozart, is just an example. They can get some ideas, some examples, the grammar, pronunciation that is
Adele,
important.
for example. I remember when I
Adele, oh my God, I love Adele.
She has no, she has his letter is too interesting. You know, I really like Adele, and I inspire me. You know,
Sure, totally, me too.
I really like that. So
Yeah.
we can try with using author, but we can try to find the correct song and the correct actor and the correct person, because maybe sometimes our students can be inspired by the other person, and this is too important, right?
Yeah, the inspiration also is very important in the lives of our students.
Exactly.
Because probably our students have some problems in their houses.
Exactly.
And when they go to the school with our class, and we play the Adele, for example, music, and they inspire, they said, "Oh, I want to know something. I want to know a new language. I want to be something like that." But we need to also provide some inspirations to our students. And definitely Adele is very...
Yeah, actually, Adele was inspired about her teacher. You know about that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Sometimes I read something like that, but she was inspired about her teacher.
Oh my God.
Imagine that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can inspire our students. Definitely.
Of course.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, this is also the purpose, because when we inspire our students to be a teacher, for example,
Yeah.
so this is a great job.
Exactly.
Because when you said, or when we teach you something, and our students said, "Oh, Miss, I want to be like
I get
you,"
you. Yeah.
and they say, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
my great
It's
job
a
is
motivation.
definitely
Absolutely.
yeah, a great inspiration here." And also we have our how the learners played a music video. What do you think? Like the song include a video? What do you think? Is a good idea,
Yeah.
or probably that you can use before in your classes?
Actually, you can try to find the media if this is the best step or not, because sometimes I have students, visual students, but sometimes no. So we can take advantage about that. It's too important to careful with that.
Yeah, if we include
But I agree
the
with your
video.
idea. I agree with that. Actually, I would like to listen some music, but I like to see the video too. This is
Yeah.
my case, but sometimes the students maybe didn't like that.
Yeah, because when we played a video with music, they probably have the idea, or probably the idea of the music,
Exactly.
of the song. Or if you just play the video, this is another way. If you just play the video and not include the song, they just can guess in what is the structure of the song. Because, for example, they see in the video the person running or playing any sport, for example, and they can guess in, oh, this is the name of that song. Or they can also remember any words, any action verbs in the song when you play the video. So I think so it is a good idea. That is depends also what is the level of your students. Because if we have a preschooler students and just you can play the video, it's like a distraction, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
We need to be careful with that part. But if we have, for example, adult students, so they can improve, they can see, or they can guess, and you can create a new activity, an exercise in groups, as a groups that you said, and they can guess in, or you can ask the any name of the song or something like that. So you can include the video if you know that your learners, they think about it, the specific grammar that you have, for example, of it's not like a distraction. If you think that if you include a video is like a distraction, please don't include. Just you need to be first, what is the type of learners you have, your students, that you can improve yourselves and also provide them more information, right? That is the correct word for here. And what do you think about the playlist? If you create a playlist, what do you think? That is a good idea?
Sure, absolutely. Actually, I think in this idea is the better idea, because you can go to your classroom and just improve. Okay, today I'm going to find what song we can share with you.
In YouTube, right?
No,
because I found this.
No, you never not do that, please, guys.
Yeah.
So you can go with your playlist. Before you can listen that and you can find the lyrics, you go, okay, this is the better song for my students, and we can use that. This is too important, Eric.
Yeah, and also because if you use YouTube, for example, with in YouTube you have some news, some announcements in YouTube.
Exactly.
So you have a daily inspiration music, for example. If you have announcements, so they say, "Oh my God!" so they can just
guys.
I need to say this part. Yeah. So just you need to be careful, and if you can use Spotify, probably this is a good tool that you can make your playlist, and you can also use in your class that you have your 5 or 10 songs, and you can just play in your class. And just you can use it, right? Or also you can improve in your planification. I use the ABC song. I use champion song for that specific topic, right? So we need to create some playlist that when we are in our class, we can share with our student correctly. Absolutely. Not like announcements or like a incorrect song.
Exactly.
It's not a significance with the topic that we have in our lesson. So be careful. Just you can create a playlist in your class, in your lesson. When we share with our students, they can know what is the correct information we have. And we can try with our students discover or search a new song. Like you said, invent a new song. What do you think about this? They invent a new song? A totally new song in our class. What do you think?
Actually, as I told you before, I liked this particular idea.
To get some words, right?
Exactly.
To make a structure.
Exactly. So please, the guys use the imagination to make that, and you can improve for that. You can use more vocabulary. They can share our pronunciation, or maybe as a teacher, how you can use this word. How can pronunciation this word?
The pronunciation.
Exactly. It's important, Erica.
Yeah, we can use that way to invent or make a new song with our class. We can create a new playlist. So we can use some tools, guys, to share with our students what is the correct idea we have to share with our students to share any topic, any content with the correct song. It's not like a font. If you have any song, it's not like a font. I played this song for 10 or 20 minutes. It's like a font and I go to bathroom.
That's not idea.
Yeah. You need to have your playlist, be focused. This is my topic, this is my grammar, this is my pronunciation for today, the adverbs, and this is my correct song accordingly to my specific topic.
And the activity.
That is very important. And finally, they can use your students, as we mentioned, they can use that song to guess in some ideas, to guess in another topic, to guess in what is probably another name of the song, so they can guess in, they can improve what is the information they have for the students, right? So here we have we already complete our steps here, our 6 steps that we have. And I don't know, Pao, if you have any another topic or if you have any experience before when you as teacher?
Actually, as I told you before, I need to be prepared. We need to prepare. This is the more important.
Yeah,
I think this
I
is the
totally
more
agree.
important because using song is difficult, but is very interesting. So I would like to recommend you using the better way, the better song, and you need to take advance about that. That is the most important. Really.
Yeah. You can use Spotify to create a playlist or something like that. Just you need to prepare, and also you need to have your planification, right? It's not like a form. You need to be creativity, and also you can share. You want to share, provide the correct information with your students that they can know about the topic that you share, and also is enjoy, right? Because also they need to enjoy in your classes.
It's music,
Totally. Yeah, it's
we
music. So
can,
definitely we need to enjoy. So guys, thank you for being here. Paul, thank you for
too,
being
Rebecca,
here.
thank you.
And also you can continue see the next episode. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Bye.